Hi. So for this video, we'll look at the properties of negatives again, but we really want to ground ourselves in examples to see what is actually being calculated. So all the properties that we looked at, so watch the previous video. So for each number, it's going to be linked to that specific property. So um, let's look at the first example. So first example says that we have negative 1 times 4xy. So now we know that this will turn this 4 into a negative 4, right? Right now it's a positive 4. So this will turn this into a negative 4, and it doesn't change the behavior of x and y. So the negative changes the behavior on the assigned value. That's the key point. Number 2 says if I have negative of negative 6y, this turns into 6y. So it turns that back into a positive. And part of the relationship is that this negative of this negative sign is turning this back into a positive. So watch the previous video and you see how part of the proofs and the examples and the overview that we went over is that there's a negative 1 here that we can extract, and we can negate that value of the negative 1, which gives us a positive 1, which we will multiply with 6 to get a positive 6. All right, number 3 says now I have negative 7 times 4xy. So first, we calculate this as a negative 7 times 4xy. And then now the negative 7 times 4 will change this value into a negative 28 times xy. So the xy variable just comes along for the ride. And in these types of problems, you're only changing the sign on the value, right? It only goes with the sign on the number value. Let's look at number 4. So number 4 says 5x times negative 3y. Well, this will equal to negative 5x times 3y. So I can sort of like shift this negative 1 and assign it on this negative 5, right? Reason why I can do that is that I can extract this negative 1, use the associative property, and apply the sign onto the negative 5. Well, why is this important? Because now I can rewrite this as this, where now I can bring the 3 next to the 5, kind of like through association of the associative property, and then this gives me negative 5 times 3, which gives me negative 15 xy. Okay. I'm just going to finish with 2 more examples. So number 5. So we'll see that if we have negative of 7x plus 6y, we will distribute this negative sign, or you can think of distributed negative 1. This equals to negative 7x plus negative 6y, which equals to negative 7x minus 6y. And then number 6, we have negative of 3x minus 7y. It's very important. I think this is like the best example because we see that we say negative of 3x minus 7y, which equals to negative 3x minus negative 7y. And then now minus, and this negative sign will resolve into plus 7y. And then we rewrite this expression as 7y minus 3x.